right, welcome again to MG Sports TV. Some big results today for some big games today, and most importantly, the big match is upon us. The big games are upon us, people. So, welcome again to MG Sports TV, people. Thank you very much for joining me. People, please make sure you have your glass. Woo! Make sure you have your water. Rehydrate. It's important. Rehydrate, people. It's very, very important that you do so. As you can see here, that's Daniel Roberts, aka Messi of Dinthill, one of the most talented wingers in Dakar Cup football. One of the most talented players in schoolboy football. Phenomenal. Very, very talented. Now, as the guys come in, please do. What's going on here? Smash the like button. Also, check out our sponsors at Sap Sports, 130 at Muirhead Avenue, Denby, Maypen, Clarendon, one done. Maypen and a playpen. Also, you can check them out on Instagram at Sap Sports 4 for all your sporting needs. Every single one of them. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining. Thoroughly appreciate it, people. Really, really appreciate it, the support. Listen, we are still running up, people. We're still trying to hit the 25k mark, as you can see here. We're a quarter closer to 22,000 subscribers. Yeah, not sure we're gonna hit that. I think we're gonna hit to 22,000 next week. We're gonna hit the 22,000 next week, people. So let me see. We have a lot of people in the comment section already. Over 90 persons in the comment section already. So guess what? Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, people. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do, people. I'm gonna drop something in the poll. We're gonna kick off the poll as early as possible. Let's kick off the poll. We're gonna kick off the poll, people. Let's kick off the poll. Which team got the L of the day? Let's start off. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Which team got the L of the day? Please, and what I don't want this the vote in the comment section to surpass the likes. People, please, I'm begging you, do not allow the votes to surpass the likes. Don't allow that to happen, people. Please, people, do not allow that to happen. Don't allow the votes to surpass the likes. I'm seeing 22 votes already. My word. So people are people, you what go on, people. Please do not rush to the votes to vote Dinthill. Nobody pressure them. They have been through a lot. They have been through a lot. Anyways, whoever get it deserve today in the Ben Francis, whoever got the L of the day totally deserve it. Totally, without a doubt, they deserve it. David Thompson said nobody vote then. Whoever got L of the day today, people, may I tell you, you deserve it. Listen, you blunder in the Dakar Cup. This is your opportunity to save some face, save some grace, and you blunder again. No, you deserve it. Fresh God said, I would vote both Dinthill and Garvey if I had the chance. Guys, please do, people. We're upon 41 votes now and 47 likes. Do not allow the votes to surpass the likes, people. Let's keep the votes and likes in tandem. Let's keep them close. Let's keep them compact. Let's keep them together. They should finish the race together, people. So if you're going to vote, please don't forget to smash the like button. Let's keep them together, people. Let's keep the vote and the likes. 42 votes, 45 votes, 48 likes. So let's keep it. All right. So big up people. Massive, massive respect. Really, really, people. I tell people, I 100% appreciate the tremendous support I have gotten in the short time span. Oh, well, over the time span, doing these contents. I have thoroughly appreciate it. 100% people. It means a lot to me. People, easy for you guys to take your 2 hours or your 1.5 hour or even your 1 hour out of your day to come here and spend it with us, people. Now, we will be discussing the Ben Francis in not much details, but we'll have to keep our eyes on the big matchups tomorrow. JC versus Stats, KC versus CC. Let's keep our eyes on that. People. Let's keep focus, yeah? Let's keep focus. Yeah? That's what I'm talking about. Let's keep our eyes on that. It's important. It's important that we keep our eyes on that. 53 votes, 56 likes. I like that. Let's keep it that way. That way. Each time the likes go up, the votes should go up as well. And Fresh God said, massive growth of the channel, 21.3k. Thank you for the support by subscribing. David Thompson said, where do you say Stop Sports? They are in Denby, Maypen. They're in Maypen, Clarendon. Denby, 130th Muirhead Avenue. That's where you locate them. If you can't locate them, most definitely you can contact them on Instagram. At Stop Sports 4. So people, let's get to business. 10 minutes now, people. We gotta go to the business aspect of things. So once you see me minimizing my screen, you know we mean business. Sure, you know that we mean business. Good. We mean business. It's work time. It's work time, people. So, some surprising results. All Clarendon the Casa Cup finals. Something that Fresh God have been knocking on the door. He has been banging on about it how long now? He'd love to see all Clarendon the Casa Cup final. But guess what, Fresh God? You see it today. Ben Francis semi-final group is set up. But let's have a look at the results today. These are the results. These are the results, people. These are the resulte. The resulte. The resulte. These are they. They are these. They are these. Also, you know what I'm gonna do? People, my apologies, my sincere apologies. I'm gonna open the panel so we can have a few more persons jumping on. I know we're gonna have some of our panelists coming on. We're gonna open the panel. So people, we have the big games to discuss tomorrow now. Let me enter here. Just give me a sec. Let me fix this. So as I open the panel, people, I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. The link is in the comment section, people. The link is in the comment section. The link is in the comment section. Shamar Gordon said, York Castle have a really good team. Listen. Well done to the York Castle, to the Mount Pleasant Academy. With this team, they have done a tremendous job. They have surpassed a lot of people's expectation. Mine, that's included in mine as well. Now, for sure, it means that they have something going on. It is saying that they have something going on. Big up Gary Lynch. Cavan Schools, big up. Massive respect. Mr. Nine, big up. Mr. Nine said, military, you make this season so much fun. Get a little comment. Get a little. So much fun with the live show after the match. Big up, man. I'm trying my best to provide some bit of excitement. Because as we said now, people, when the final whistle blow, the match isn't finished there. The match finish, what we done discuss everything. That's the match finish. When the whistle done blow, that's the match finish. And that's the match finish. The match finish, what we done have a discussion. That time the match finish. Match finish, we want to have the discussion. Big matchup tomorrow. Keep on reminding you guys about it. Big matchup tomorrow. CC versus KC. JC versus Stats. And remember, JC versus Stats is the finals of the Manning Cup. Will JC beat Stats 3 times this season? 3 times. In the quarterfinals group. In the quarterfinals group. That's in the Manning Cup quarterfinals. Remember they were drawn in the same group. Also, in the Champions Cup semifinals. Will they beat them again in that? In the Manning Cup finals. That's 3 times. 3 times. Is it possible that JC might lose one of these games? One of these games. They can lose 2. They can lose both. Not going to deny that. They can lose both. But remember, please remember, if they lose one, the question is going to ask, which one do you think that they would likely choose to lose? Now, this is going to be a question that I'm going to ask. I'm going to drop it into the poll. We're not going to move on to the Champions Cup. That is the question that's going to be in the poll. Which one of the games you think JC would lose? Because in the event they win all 3, no problem. But imagine if they lose one of those 3 games. Which one do you think that they would prefer to lose? This is what I want to do. People, I've already opened the panel. I will drop the link in the comment section so you guys can come on. Team Tom Stranger, big up. Big up. First of all, declare which fan are you? You know me not like people. Too much CC fan about, you know. Them enough. And you know when me know CC fan enough? The Champions Cup quarterfinals. When me looking at the fan, not the stands. That's quarterfinals, right? Quarterfinals, yeah. Champions Cup quarterfinals. I'm looking at the stands. A pure CC and KC fans, me see the place back with CC and KC fans. I mean, I say, yeah. I say, yeah. Because, you know, you'd expect to see be a KC fan. But CC fans fully see them just as much as the KC fan. Them enough. And there's one particular brother with a Vuvuzela where it sound like one cow horn. Me can't make sound. Tom Stranger, big up, massive respect. Really appreciate you coming on to the platform. How are you doing? Before me going on anything, how are you doing? Vibes take you, right?
You always already finish more time, and you know me have to watch it rerun back in the next day or something or later, or you know when I finish, you know. But no, me enjoy watching the show still. Big up and more blessings, you see me? You do a good job still, you know.
Me tell you the truth, me try my best. Even though me alone are the people, I have to give credit to other people who are doing their work, working extremely hard as well. Probably work harder than me, but me have to give credit to other people who are out there doing it.
I can't say that, man. I can't say nobody work harder than you, man. All I know I do a good work still, you see me?
Yeah, man.
Like, you cover everything, you see me?
True.
You know, just stack up, you cover, you know, every little grounds, you see me?
And funny enough, you know, I was at KC JC match today. The under 16. I missed the Pepsi. Missed the Pepsi match. The Pepsi was JC versus Stats. I would love to see that. And I can tell you, the future look bright for these schools. The future look really bright. KC have one little number 11 and then Pepsi team, man. One winger, a left winger. Jeez. That boy is talented. JC number 10. JC number 13, KC number 8. Zimini's brother, boy is a baller. Yeah, man. I tell you, man, these youngsters are phenomenal, man. I tell you the truth. I say, this is the reason why these schools are doing so well at this stage.
Schoolboy football really improved, man.
Yeah, man.
Very a lot, man. I not tell you, like, leave Jamaica like in a 99 and from me leave them time that till now, I not tell you, like, me enjoy watching certain youth them a play ball. I not tell you, like, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. I tell you for sure. They must say the panel is sound a bit low. Let me see if I can fix that. Alright. That's supposed to good now. Alright, so you are going to know people me drop the link in the comment section now. You know, it's only say though. When you know, so one time me I do the show and me never drop the link and me alone the panel. People say, MG, when are you gonna open the panel? I know me open the panel, people afraid to come and talk. People, you don't know people. If anybody, everybody in the comment section, all I know will meet me in a person. They know said just as you see me behave on camera, mad, fool, energetic. I see them where they meet me. I see them where me behave. I am no different. Sometimes I serve time in the army. Same person, mad, energetic, love talk, and problem and just love a vibe. Same way. So people, when you come on the panel, don't afraid of being, don't afraid of bashing. I don't think when you get your mouth of bashing. Yeah, of course, George Goodin, you're afraid. Why you don't come on the panel? Man, I'm afraid. Big up Shane Billing, one of the regular panelists. Man, I'm afraid. No, man, I'm afraid. Huh? Man, I'm really afraid. Richard said, warm to Dalton. Boy, Dalton go missing. Dalton go MIA, missing action. MIA, missing action. He go missing, man. Charles Dinthill gets unbeaten. And let me tell you the truth is, people. You have some people. There's a particular KC fan. Many miles ago at it, you know. He named JD Unit. Big KC fan now. Big KC fan. I mean, I tell you, say, when beaten take him, you know, man. In can't hold it. And something I'm going to find out about the fans, them, the ultras, them. See the ultras, them? Me know me have a CC fan as well. He name Classic. See the ultras, them? You see, whenever beaten start take them, the only thing left for them do are mad. The only thing left for them do are just mad out. That are the only thing. Now, let me give one history now. So same friend of me have me in Classic. Me and him travel. Man, me and guy match him, man. Me I tell him, man, a die-hearted CC fan. What do you time CC a play? And the game gone a penalty. Would you believe, say, when Malachi missed field penalty, the man run out of sets. The man run out of sets, go in a vehicle, drive way up on the road and sick out. The man sick out. Me I tell the man sick. Sick. We see him in the car lie down. Sick out. I'll call him. And son have to call him and tell him, say, Daddy, you know the CC window. Man said, Daddy, you know the CC window. Because I can't say, because imagine if a man a behave so, and a one penalty miss, and he couldn't watch no more. Man, nearly mad power people. Me I tell the people, me say, and I him carry me, I imagine I say, me on the home, I reach back home. Yeah, so you see the ultras them. The ultras them, the ultras don't support them team. Them cannot manage to lose them. To them, I reason on JC All Boys. I mean, I tell us, man, can't tell them man there's nothing wrong. But them have good vibes. So they can reason with them. They man believe in team. Oh, Brian, welcome to the program. What's up, bro?
Yes, MG. Good night.
Good night. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a little while now. Me I pre your thing on YouTube, and it's a good look, you know. Very good look, and trust me, I appreciate. We know all of Jamaica supposed to appreciate what you do because all the we can go, all I match them, and you know, for you can give an update for all I match them. That's a good look. But I'm gonna be fast about something. Cause I know you go dep on work on some night shift. With the I'm from Clarendon. You know, went to Edinal. I'm very proud of the football program in Clarendon. I mean, you have Lennon, you have Glenmore, Edwin Allen, Garvey, Central, them be at 1 point, V at 1 point. So we have a lot of schools in Clarendon that do well in football. You know? And for today, I'm not surprised. I didn't went to the game, but I'm not surprised that Edunallen beat Garvey.
Why is that?
I'm not surprised at all, because these boys are going. I'm telling you, these boys are going for the repeat. You know, so look out for them, do great damage. And again, them kill our next big team again.
Why?
And that match play at Garvey.
It boils down to who them all play next, guys. Them play on team will probably level with par. Them all lose. That be really inconsistent. You can't predict them.
Yeah, that's true now. And it all have to do with because sometimes I mean, I've left school a while now, but when I was in high school, I know that footballers easily led astray.
Sure.
I'm not, you know, when I go to school, you have this little thing about girl and you know the little thing already.
Me they play ball too, but me ain't fortunate forget no season girl.
So you know, all they used to call it season girl.
Season girl, yeah. Me ain't so fortunate.
Yeah. So you know, say if
actually me ain't big baller, that's why. Me ain't wear 10 or them number.
Edunallen is not a big football. Don't have a big football program. You know, them start about 4 years now trying to get the program up and running to a level where we can compete with everybody else. Everybody know Edunallen is track and field. You understand? So they might try. All right, next part now. Tomorrow, CC, KC. I'm not even talk about stats and JC, but CC, KC. Because two Clarendon thing. That match is going to be difficult. And to be honest, we all know the type of football that CC is playing. But that match is going to be very difficult tomorrow. Right now, as I'm here right now, we can't pick a win.
Can't pick a win.
We can't pick a win.
All right.
You understand? Whether Whisper play yes or no, we can't pick a win.
That going to be tough for both teams.
Huh?
That going to be tough for both teams.
Yeah, man. It's both match as well. Because if stats play, like how I see them play CC, like how I see them play KC, JC are going to have a warm time. You know, so two good match tomorrow. So that's my input. And I hope next time when I go live, I'll be able to, come on the program again. But,
listen, me understand but
keep,
man.
Yeah, man. So just keep up the good work.
All right.
And I'll be here listening same way,
All right, bless up, my bro. Yeah,
man. All right, cool.
People me can relate to night shift because I can remember my time, the few years I spent in the army. Me can remember them days, man. Night shift. All right, people, I'm going to a story before me go on the football. People, just give me 5 minutes. Me go to this a true story about me whilst me up on army. Something happened to me on duty, right? So normally, all we do people serious something, so I don't want to laugh and take me serious matter for joking. I joking, but I don't want to laugh. Me laugh about it, but I don't want to laugh about it. But just take it serious. Alright, so me on duty, right? And me there Milk Lane downtown. Milk Lane, yeah. Close to Spanish Town stretch, yeah. Closer into that side there. Yeah. Me there remember, we know that Milk Lane. 100% sure it's Milk Lane. So it are opposite to Tivoli. So I'm shooting going over Tivoli, probably about in the 11 o'clock region. And me go up on the night shift, and my shift start 7. But me I come off at duty and go up on the shift at 7. The night shift, when you're out there, you're not supposed to sleep, You're supposed to lock your eye, So me I was Lance Corporal at the time. Another soldier work with me, but me senior. So about 2 o'clock now, come say, you go, me tell him to sit down and go and hold him rest up. So can kind of take a little shift, a man can take a little short eye. So when me say, you are going, boy, 9:30, 10 o'clock, I say, you are going, I'm my boss. So just go and hold a little rest up and go and keep yourself. So that's me go and hold it. So by about 10:30 now, me and man start snore. Me I say, all right, look like him well tired then. Make him go and get in rest. 2 o'clock, he still a snore. I say, no man, this gets serious now. 3 o'clock, he still a snore. I say, hey, all right, too much now. So I touch him and knock him up and say, you are going, give me peace sign, no? So him say, all right, corporal. So man say, all right, corporal. I say, all right. So me go so boom now, 3:30 there about. Me go so and sit down now and him stand up. 3:35, me see man lean up on the wall. I mean, I say, I'm look so. So I'm going to boom now and turn up. I'm going to turn up in front time. Man, not see me at all, man. Turn up asleep. I'm making that even 5 minutes, maybe I'm not going it. Man, asleep. So I say, I'm boss, me just give me 5 out tight now, man. I say, just give me 5. Me, I beg you 5. Man, say, yeah, man, you must have carpet. I'm good, man. So I'm going to boom now, I sit down back. 3:40, I sit down back now. I mean, I'm going to boom and turn up same way. I see one lean on the zinc side. So if anybody know this, one bridge there now, one gully down, a bridge you can chop off in gully now. 3:40 now, I sit down and I say, no, I'm watching one 10 minutes before, I'm sure. So I start watching more 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I see it drop. So man, turn up in and it drop down, so you know. I don't see some lean side way. When the man start lean side way now, I see man start scanter go towards the gully. I drop him when I drop in the gully. Man turn up and drop and see man I drop in the gully. Because someone grab him, get up quick and grab him. I'm say, yo, my boss, man say, corporal, tired. I say, alright. So I go to boom now, I say, no, I just hold it out and I'm hold it for night. You see people, say 7 o'clock when the vehicle come for relief me a dopey. me had them a bleed. People. So that's actually, people, hey, dress code, me not tell enough to laugh, brother. Me tell enough to laugh, man. People, true story. Me I tell a true story. 100% true story. 100% true story, people. So, then there are tough things out face now. Say whole night, me just up the whole night. I mean, I tell the day before, me not work shift. Rough. But anyways, we move now to football. Tom Stranger, big up, Wagwan, bro. Glad to come have you on the program. George good there with us as well. We're gonna touch upon the first result. Eden Allen defeating Garv Masio 2-0. So, Tom, what do you think about that? You think that was unexpected?
Well, to tell you the truth, I think Garvey did go really come back and try do something better with themselves still, you know me? But I know Edwin Allen did go come out hard because I know them are Ben Francis Cup champion from last year.
They must say you're low, so come draw closer to the mic. Yeah, man.
I say, yeah, hear me better now?
Yeah, man. Clear, like mud.
All right. May I say, Garvey, me the think so them not go win. Because I talked to my virgin yesterday and I tell him say, I think Garvey I go turn up. But I know say Edwin Allen go forward and come out hard still because I know say them are Ben Francis Cup champion from last year. So I know say them that alone them have to go up on for right now for the rest of the season. So I know say them are going to come out hard and push for that same way. But me think so Garvey did go come and push out better, but look like Garvey now have the most steam in them still, you know.
Boy, them run out, man, run out of fire. George, what do you think about the result there today? Garvey losing out to Edwin Allen 2-0. Edwin Allen now, another big dog is Edwin Allen buck down and just throw them to the curve, you know.
Yeah, man. Now hear me?
Yeah, man. Clear.
Yeah, man.
Greetings, Tom Stranger. Bless up, Millie.
Bless up, my boss.
Bro, may I tell you the truth? Remember, this was not one of my prediction night, you know. My pick was that Garvey will win, given the home crowd and the fact that boy, them just get them big D-Cup title. Yeah, man, right on them field. May I say, yeah, all right. Them give up the D-Cup title. Them have something to prove. A game I play them grown. I couldn't see them winning. But then we made a prediction tonight. Millie, this is something important. You say Edwin is a giant killer. And it's a case where Edwin might win Garvey now and next match and play and lose 1-2 over 1. We can't study Edwin this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one step closer to holding back onto the Ben Francis. I have to give them hats off to that. If it's their focus, if it's their motivation, they're doing a good job trying to defend the cup. But boy, I never see this result coming down at all.
Never.
I could not buy this result any at all. But hats off to Edwin and the program, what they're doing up there. No, I'm afraid I watch the program still. Big up yourself, the boss. And I'm moving on to semifinal.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
hey, I tell you the truth, people. If it's a good thing, say I'm not a betting man. Because I lose my money there, so. I should not have an eye upon it, say, boy, Edwin a giant killer from the season start of that, them I do. Them beat up a big side, them. So I should probably have an eye upon it, but me I tell you the truth, me never expect it. I really wasn't expecting. We could also look on the fact, say, boy, at them did something then, the champion, the owners of the title, you know. So we could look on that little thing there and say, boy, because of that. But I say go. We'll move to the next result now. What's your next result? Glenmere Frome. What's Shippy TV there? Shippy. Hey, where's Shippy TV? Why Shippy you get beaten left, right? Why Shippy you get beaten left, right, and center? Every turning get beaten. Stranger, what do you think about the one there?
You know, so me did predict the one this day. Me know Glenmore did go beat them still.
So big that scoreline the big
from me never know say I buy so much still. Me never know say I buy so much. Me think say I buy at least 1 tool over or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But from Frome lose to Clarendon College, the 3 love there. It's like them can't come back from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like them now win a game from that. And Frome was a side that me always say is a good little side. And it's like, me don't know what happened to them. Cause from them lose the match, them just downhill. Some side, me pick them to win much match. And it's like, them now, me don't know. Me don't know what it's about Frome right now.
Tough.
But me know so them are going to lose the match this still.
Me can't say I did predict it, but I think me predict Frome 1, Glenmere 2. I think that me did predict. I believe that me did predict. George, what do you think about the result there?
Yeah, man. My prediction was with Glenmere, but the margin was not that wide. I had said that Glenmere have a smart coach in Andrew Peart, and I think they want to redeem themselves because they were one of the maybe even top 5 to take the Costa Cup earlier on in the season, but them season drop off track. So I was carrying Glenmere for that game, but boy, I didn't see the gap so wide between the two of them. I don't know what is happening with the Frome program, as Tom really said. Them lose a 3-love to Clarendon, and then them season just throw right out. You know, tough luck. I think the team have another couple of years together as well. This is the same team. Well, let me not bring up that history, but yeah, I think the season just fizzling away for them, and they have to pick up themselves and give a good account of themselves next year again. But yeah, man, this was the ones that I got right, but again, not by any stretch of the imagination with this margin. 2-0 was my call the other night.
I think this is 2.
That's after Glenmere.
I think if Frome team a good team, but me not like. Me know that Glenmere have a good side. As Tom said, they're one of the teams that people are looking at in the top 5 region this season, because them have a good program. Glenmere ball them rough. As me saying, Glenmere when I surprised and then drop us, to the hands of Edwin Allen again. And them will meet. Likely them will meet again. I believe. Hold on. Let me see something. I think them supposed to meet earlier than we think, No, he didn't play Rossies. Another giant. So it look like Edna got finals, It look like they have a train when Edna said from good morning. It look like them got finals. No man, I say Anna Rossi's your castle pay, man. It look like, because I fixed me just look on a while ago. Hopefully, let me see if I go by this, I will see Rossi's and Eden Allen, York Castle Glenmere. Let's see if I say it, I go first. Let's have a look at that. Alright, so next result, York Castle 2, Dinthill 2, York Castle advancing on penalties. George, what's start off with the one here?
Boy, Millie, we did say we definitely gonna bring Dinthill for the game here, because we have said, boy, them season they look a contender for Doncaster Cup. Even they were probably I'd say the second or third period for Doncaster Cup.
It was
we had said
Glenmere Dinthill.
Yeah, man. We had
Glenmere Dinthill Mannings.
Man, yeah. We had said that Dinthill will pick up and show the class and bring this trophy to St. Catherine. But my word, whoa, I don't know where this 2-2 come from. I thought Dinthill should have had enough to outscore in 90 minutes. By the way, did the top goal scorer, the number 20, play for Dinthill today? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure. But hold on. Give me a second. Just 1 second. Think me can find out. Me just look on him post and see if he put up anything.
But yeah, man, in the meantime, I didn't really care. This was one of the ones I lose.
No, look like him.
This was one of the predictions.
No, look like him.
Okay, this was one of the predictions I never get right at all. I was saying Dinthill would have shown some class over 90 minutes and win this game. Even before we got to penalty shootout. So, one of my surprise results today. Never see this coming. But again, hats off to Yorkcast and the program up there. I know they have some ties with Mount Pleasant, so something good is cooking up for them. Congrats to them, and better luck next year, Dinthill.
Yeah, something cooking. Tom, what do you think about that result there?
To tell you the truth, I get the one right, you know.
Oh, yeah, they predict the Newcastle.
Yeah, because Dinthill, I know Dinthill have a good side still, but I feel say them heartbroken right now. You see me from them drop out of the Costa Cup thing. And Newcastle have a good little unit to go on right down there right now. Because I love how them play them ball same way. They might young, but them know what them do. You see me I say so. I did pick Newcastle to win the match still. I never know say. I didn't know so Dinthill it come out and fight but me just don't know if Dinthill it go make it right move to come across the line again for a year.
Alright, for me personally, I tell you, big shock. That good thing, as I say, it's a good thing he's not a gambling person. Come here, lose money again. But that broke today. But Dinthill out, unfortunately. So you go. You have to turn up, no matter who you are play, no matter how good you think you be, you have to turn up and win your game, because at the end of the day, when you realize everyone is coming on 100%, trying to get something, trying to make a name for themselves. So you go. So Dinthill out, Glenn, Eden Allen, Dinthill, Garvin Maseo, From out. Rossi's William Nilal and Rossi's advancing. What do you think about that, George?
Rossi's beat who Rossi's play? William Nib.
William Nib, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Remember my prediction was it's gonna be a stalemate after 90 minutes. I got this one exactly right.
Yeah, make it.
I said this was gonna be a stalemate after 90 minutes because both of the
fix it right.
Both of the teams, them hot and cold. You know, William was going so well after 10, 11 games straight, no conceding, and then fall away. Rossi's, they pick up the 5 thing. But I really predicted a stalemate after 90 minutes, and I also called Rossi's on the shootout. Shane Billings was saying he was gonna call a stalemate as well, but him can't call a shootout winner. But I had said Rossi's would take it somewhere. Nerves and maybe tradition and whatever else they have working for them would and history would go with them. So yeah, I'm banking on Rossi's for the game, so I got this one right as well.
Tom?
Yeah, me know Rossi's not gonna take the one also because William Nib, them not score a lot of goal.
True.
If they can get one cross the line, probably that good for them. You see me for a day. So me know Rossi's is a team where we score more goal. If Rossi's get chances, the things that they don't score more than William Nib. Because William Nib create a lot of chances in a for them game like that. They mostly defend. So me did pick Rossi's for the one the same way.
All right. Funny enough, William Nib 1-0 me say So me get box with Edwin Allen, me get box with William Nib, and me get box with Dinthill. We off. We off. We off. But as I go still, that's the fun thing about football. You don't know what to expect on the day. So I think that is where we're gonna move on to the Champions Cup, the big match for tomorrow, the big game them. Big boys time, people. Big boys time. So congratulations to Edwin Allen for Edwin Allen, Glenmuir, Yorkcastle, and Rossi's for advancing to the semi-finals of the Ben Francis Cup competition. We have now 2 Clarendon College teams looking likely to go in. One of them are either of them going to the Ben Francis finals. So you might end up again with all Clarendon school, the Costa Cup, and all Clarendon Ben Francis, which is, you can imagine if Clarendon win Ben Francis, the Costa Cup, Champions Cup, Oliver Shield. My word, if everything got Clarendon, no sir. Somebody have got to stop that. People. All right, so people, now go close the poll now, people. Let me close the poll and read the poll. I'll move now to Champions Cup, people. Champions. A lot of people are cussing about it. Rasta Saint, big up. Army Man, Glenmuir, prove it right. Garvey, prove it right as well with a loss. Very inconsistent. Which team got L of the day? William Nib got 6%. From 12%. Garvey Maseo 38%, and Dinthill 41%. So Dinthill has gotten the L of the day. So anytime Dinthill lose, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You can't have your name and your quality players and things say you know get it. You'll get it. You're going to get it. And Rasa said, on a serious note, if CCD play Manning Cup, them I win it too. Alright, so the next poll I'm going to put up, people, is this. Now, the reason I'm going to do this poll is because Stats played Clarendon College already in the quarterfinal zone. The question I'm going to ask is, and this question is specifically to the JC supporters. If you guys should lose 1 out of 3 encounters with Stats, remember you guys played them already, you guys beat them already. You guys are going to play them tomorrow in the Champions Cup semifinals. And you guys will play them next week. Next week, right? Week after next. In the Manning Cup finals. So that would be 3 encounters between Stats and JC. The question is, out of those 3 encounters, which one of those encounters you think you'd want to lose, if any at all? Which encounter would you give up? There has to be a selection, people. There has to be a selection. I'm not going to put none right there because you must select one. This is just a basis of hypothetical, saying that in the event it should happen, which one would you guys sacrifice? That's it. That's why I have the 2. Manning Cup final. Let me put final there. And Champion Cup semi-final. Which one of these games would you suffer a defeat in and don't feel away? Manning Cup final? Exactly, that's fresh. That's how I'm going to put none tonight. Because I know. That's how I know, say, so they're going to select none. Alright, so before we go to the games, the panelists, I'm going to ask the panelists, if you guys are JC supporters, let me ask you first, Tom, which one of these games would you sacrifice if you should lose 1 out of the games?
No, more of a sacrifice the Champions Cup semi-final still, because I know JC, them last time them lose Champions Cup, them say they not really a focus on Champions Cup still. I really Manning Cup them deal with.
And still never win the Manning Cup, eh?
Yeah, so a Manning Cup them focus really upon. Is mean them just want to add on to them more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Shamari, first, big up for coming on.
Big up MG.
Yeah, which team you support? Before me might ask, but I don't remember. KC. Alright, so me know you're a KC fan. Boy, me can't ask you the question. Because me don't think a KC fan can put himself in the position as a JC fan. But as a neutral, which one of you think it'd be okay for JC to lose? As a neutral, JC versus Stats.
The Champions Cup.
Understood. Hey, people wanted. Me know if me can get a JC fan on, but I want one Stats fan on as well. George, if you're a JC fan, put yourself in the position of a JC fan. Which one of those games would you lose? Would you sacrifice?
Yeah, Christ. I'm gonna answer it 2 ways. I would first of all say maybe the Champions Cup, and here's why. The Champions Cup is a relatively new competition. You know, I think as the years go by, some change will be done to it. Maybe I'm forecasting something or I'm predicting something, but I think something will change about it. But this Manning Cup is a staple, and I don't think JC would want to, you know, give up a Manning Cup an opportunity to stretch their huge lead on the title to 31. So I think they would lean towards giving up that semi-final. And bear in mind that losing the Champions Cup, winning the Champions Cup semi-final would mean they have another game to win. No, so. So if they could, let's say they lose the semi-final of the Champions Cup, they still have a competition to play for.
Possible because
right?
normally
but
the semi-finals
if
the Manning Cup play already.
Yeah, but if you win the Manning Cup, you also have to play. You can play Oliver Shield.
Alright.
So the Manning Cup give you a ticket to another competition.
Alright, look on the position of KC now right now. What does Champions Cup alone they can play for?
Yeah, I think JC. I don't know, but I've been I thought at JC for a little while, so I know the pride that goes behind the Manning Cup program, and I think they would more lean toward giving up the Champions Cup because as again the Manning Cup can punch a ticket to our next competition with the Oliver Shield. So I think they'd be okay giving up the Champions Cup over the Manning Cup, but I could be wrong, so it'd be good to hear from somebody who's in the system of the JC right now to hear how they feel about it.
True.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one I fans them to come on. And JC fans them money.
Yeah, man. Somebody who's sentimental to the program should come and answer how they feel about the titles.
George.
Yeah.
So I'm asking a question. George, which Premier League club? England. You're supporting the clubs overseas?
Yeah, man. City.
Shamar, which Premier League club you support overseas, if any?
Man City.
Tom, which Premier League club you support overseas, if any?
I'm an Arsenal fan still.
All right.
Gunners.
Like how you're Gunners, me are Gunners as well. So me ask you a question. 2 finals are play. You have the opportunity to win one. You're in both of them, Tom. Champions League final, and you have a last day match for winning Premier League. Which one of them, if you sacrifice, which of them you sacrifice? You're going to win one. You're sure if you win one, you know. But that is one alone you can't win.
No, Premier League still. Premier League is a thing where it's just like the Manning Cup is in England. You see me I say? So it's like things say I don't prefer to lose the Champions League. Champions League and although Champions League is a harder league to win still. You see me?
Yeah, but me I say you guarantee win one of them, you know. You guarantee win one of them. So it's not like if you give up one, you're going to lose the next one. You must win one. You have 2 games, two of them must win, but just one alone you can't win. Which one of you that take? The Premier League as an Arsenal fan or the Champions League?
We don't take a Premier League still. We don't take a Premier League.
Alright, George. I'm going to ask you a man now. You never win the Champions League and you have won the Premier League most recently. Which one would you take?
Well, when I put it that way, Millie, it's an easier pick for a Manchester City supporter.
Exactly.
Easy pick. Hands down the Champions League.
It's all about how you feel. The question I'm going to leave is something now. Why, Mark, your camera. Shit. You see the man, it's down.
Yeah, man. Hands down the Champions League, man.
Shamari. Which one is that?
Champions League MG.
Champions League. Mark, welcome to the program. Which team you support?
One done.
All right. Which Premier League team? Which team overseas you support?
Huh?
Which team overseas you support?
Let me come out of the kitchen. I can't work with it.
Boss, it looks like you're tuning in and work and it's like arguments, conversation, sweet yo.
Yes, man.
Alright, which team you support overseas?
Sorry about that. Repeat it one more time. Sorry about that.
You are going. You have something kind of blurry, so you're going to jump off and then come back on. Because you hold feed. Alright, so for me personally, and as an Arsenal fan, if the opportunity presents itself, so I have to win the Champions League or the Premier League, I would take the Champions League. Let me tell you why. We have never won the Champions League before. It's one of the most prestigious trophy in world football. And all of the people who are banter me, and the only thing they can banter me about a Champions League. The Chelsea them will come win the Champions League. And right now, because the Man City just so close, me don't know if Man City are going to win it. We can't talk to them again. It's all I history have Come like, you know, mean nothing
true,
again.
man.
Because, you know, we're not
True,
champions.
me never remember the part there, you know. Me never remember the part there, you know.
Say hard. No, the reason why me bring the conversation surrounding that, because I had a main aim. Do you think, me I go ask the panelists again, so this is a question me I lead everything to. Do you think at some point in time, me I go to your first, George Gooden. Do you think at some point in time, maybe next 4 or 5 years from now, the Champions Cup can become that prestigious where most of the teams would try their best to win the Champions Cup? Or even qualify, so that remember say you don't have to win the Manning Cup to win it. You just want to reach semi-finals to participate in that. George.
Yeah, man. Good. How you put the question is a good question. Because here what happened now. It's because the show is even new, like I said before.
Mm-hmm.
What you're gonna find out over the next 2 years is that teams will start to become more and more equal. You see this thing where it's a take out the transfer thing where a man can buy 10 different men to make up them team look good. Teams will now start to look equal. So it's gonna be on a basis of who have a good program. Now when you have teams being equal and you have to qualify for a prestigious trophy or competition, there's gonna be more effort put into it. So I think in years to come the Champions Cup will be, you know, the creme de la creme of schoolboy football annually. But for now, I think the local the Manning Cup and the Dakar Cup, most of those teams that enter that competition would pick that over anything else. You know, but again, in years to come, maybe the Champions Cup will be something to want. You know, everybody will know want it. But for now, I think the local leagues is what most of these teams would take any day over the Champions Cup. That's a no. But as the football develop and things start to become more competitive, and people want to see who's the real deal around town, the Champions League will now become the big creme de la creme for the teams. But for now, it's the local programs, I'd say, in my opinion.
All right. Shamar, what do you think about that question? If I'm mute. Shamar,
Repeat question.
do you think that in a few years to come, the Champions Cup is going to become a prestigious trophy where most of these teams would aim to achieve the Champions Cup?
Yes, most definitely.
George. Oh, sorry, I just asked you, George. Mark, welcome back on the program. What do you think about that question?
For time to come, I think the Champion Cup will be the cup. Reason being, I think the school will be looking at it is the most prestigious cup, as you see, and also the cup with the most money, I think. Let's put it that way there.
Yeah. All right, because that is one of the reasons why Champions League becomes so attractive, you know, because the amount of money that the clubs would have gotten if they have win the Champions League and are even participating in the Champions League. Each stage you go in the Champions League, the amount of money we collect, they could have invested back into the club, would have put them at advantage over the other clubs, and you'd have in a stronger position to win even their selective leagues. Tom, what do you think about that? You think that over the time the Champions Cup have become so prestigious, a lot of clubs, the teams, they are actually try to win it? You're on mute. Hold on. Yeah, you're good now.
Hold on. Tom, before you answer that question, Millie, there's an important question I want to ask you as you finish with this question here. Very important.
Yeah,
Remind me.
Yeah, just like how George put it still, you know. I like how George put it together still. But feel the same way like the Champions Cup are going to be the cup, you know, in our further on years, you know, coming on.
Okay. George, run a question now.
All right, cool. Hear this now. Do you believe that in order to develop the schoolboy football program and the teams and the players, what do you think about the leagues, both Manning Cup and Dakar Cup, being in a league format? Where you have relegation just the same way you have the qualifier just the same. Maybe the best 25 or so schools
Tier
and
system.
they play. Yeah, tier system. What do you think? Do you think that they develop the football and the competitiveness of the football locally at schoolboy level?
That's an interesting take. Of the tier system, run the league format for a longer duration. The problem is it will cost a lot of money to continue with. I think I think that would fast track the development if you incorporate a tier system and run the programs them for a longer time period. But it will cost a lot of money, and I think that most of the persons spending those money would want some level of remuneration for it. Because if you're going to spend all that money on schoolboys, you're expecting to get back something. And you can't sell schoolboy until they turn 18. You can't sell them off a play for your club or overseas unless they turn 18. And the best you can do is probably send them on a scholarship in which you still not get none. You still have to go pushing money. The school them would have to make them that a big investment, include that in them budget, and some of the school them even want normal computers and then something there. So it would be very, very difficult to incorporate that solely because of the financial aspect. I strongly believe though that it would have definitely improved the quality. You would have a tier system, so you have 18 schools, 18 of the best schools in Manning Cup, 18 of the best schools in Dakota Cup participate in that tier, that the first tier, and you'd use it a pointing system, or the teams that would have collecting a lot of points over a time period. Say you have likes of Rossies because they have been numerous championships winners and numerous winning points as well, so they'd have a lot of point standings. The Rossies, the Lennons probably would come back in. They have the history there, what wins usually win back in the time. Garth Maseo, Eden Allen, Dinthill, Cornell College, all of these schools would have come back to the forefront because they would have amassed a lot of pointing. But it would be difficult because of traveling expense. All of the financial incorporations would be too difficult for the schools to maintain. But it's a very, very good idea, and I do think that would have fast tracked the development of football in Jamaica.
Yeah, MG, me get what you say, but here what now. Mm-hmm. The difficulty seems like a short-term difficulty. It doesn't seem like a long-term difficulty. It seems like right out the bat, they're going to have these hurdles to cross. But when the system roll into full effect and, it's becoming a thing now, a staple, maybe we have
sponsors.
Right. Sponsorship come on board, look more attractive. It's just something to think about. But short term, it would cost. But long term, just think about a national program. Long term, with a system like this.
True. The thing, I get what you're saying, but I do think that most of the schools wouldn't want to do that. Most of the schools wouldn't want to do that. That would be difficult. Sherman Davis said Manning Cup not have enough schools for that. You think so?
Yeah.
You don't really think so?
Manning Cup not have enough school, man.
How much school in a town?
All of them enter in a Manning Cup. How much school in a Manning Cup?
You know what school never participate in a Manning Cup this season? Whole of school never participate. Whole of school still never participate. I think it can work. Damien says that Dinthill can't serious. I say go, Damien. Alright, so we're going to move now to the discussion of the games. Now we'll close the poll because at some point the poll have to close. 68 votes. Most they prefer to lose the Champions Cup semi-finals. I'm going to end the poll. Sherman Davis said the sponsorship will come on board. Everybody can associate with a high school and not a club. What you could get from that as well is, alright, so look at this now. Say something you bring up one good point a while ago, George, whereas sponsors can come in and think. What if it's a case in which, just as how the sponsors would adapt a school, say a sponsor adapt a school and be a part of the funding. So it'll be the norm. A club, one of the clubs them, and well, they'd have be most of the town school them, would get that privilege. They would be the one who get that privilege mostly. So a club would adopt one of those schools and help them in regards to the funding and those things and use those schools as something like their academy. So when they want a particular player, they could have go into the school and pick that player, and that would have provided scholarship opportunities for those players and those type of things. But it's difficult. It's really, really difficult. My Liberty said, I consider schoolboy football grassroots level, so tier system make no sense. But we have to start somewhere. We have to start considering these ideas. Now, we're not saying that we must put them in place, but we have to start looking at these aspects of football in Jamaica to how we can improve football in Jamaica. All right, let's go now, people. Manning Cup. No, my apologies. Champions Cup. We're going to jump over to Champions Cup. First match on the agenda, as we would expect, is Jamaica College versus Stats. Now, let's have a discussion. This is going to be very, very interesting, people. I'm telling the truth. People will drop the link in the comment section now. Big up Sal Media. To them, meet me up on Sal Media again. Sal Media said Flo did a great job of selling the Super Cup. It doesn't carry the same weight and will not unless the sponsors get it back to that excitement when it first launched. They sell it, but I do think that media play a big part in it. Flo contact all of the media outlets them and said, okay, let's see how best we can push this thing forward. We're gonna pay a particular amount of money, and I want you to push this forward in as many places as possible. Let's build the prestige level of it, because the more people know about it, the more interesting it becomes. So I do think that's something that Flo did extremely well. All right, so first matchup, Stats versus Jamaica College. Tom, Stats versus Jamaica College. What do you think about that matchup? Bear in mind, says Stats lose to JC already, you know. Just bear in mind.
Yeah,
what do you think about the matchup?
Really, me think says Stats are going to come through this time. Cause Stats me a pick for winning the Manning Cup same way.
Why?
Still, cause Stats is a little side. Me like them side. And them not give up. You see me? Me like how them press and them have a good team, man. Them can get it done, me think, you know. JC now, we know so JC is a good team. It's not just a good team, but it's a great team, isn't it? But at the same time, them can be beaten, and Stats show them say them can be beaten before, just because Stats never did really score goals them. But me think says Stats are gonna come through this time and score some goal upon them. At least one, put through one upon them. But I don't think one goal can hold on JC still. At least they have to score at least 3 goal or 2 goal for winning match. Say 2-1, 3-2, you know? Stats by 1 goal.
All right. Interesting. George.
All right, so for the last 5 years, these two teams have met a number of times.
True.
True. And
even the last season, under 16 course, you know.
But even a group stage, 1 year they were in the same preliminary group stage, or a couple of years. But here's the point: these two teams have met so many times over the last 5 years, and Stats has never gone one up on JC in the period of time. I think Saturday is a perfect opportunity for Stats to lose a game. And here's why I say this. If Stats lose on Saturday in the Champions Cup, they would have nothing else to fight for except a last game of the season, which is the Manning Cup. If Stats is ever going to win the Manning Cup over JC, it has to be this year. I mean, the story is sitting up nicely for them. They lost a player earlier on this year. I think it's a homecoming for them. And even to lose this Saturday, it should not be the dagger in their season. I think if my loss this Saturday will propel them to the Manning Cup. But I really want to see Stats go on up. I think it's hard mentally and emotionally to be taking a whip from the same team over the last couple of years and not getting a better at them. I mean, football gods must smile at some point. So I think I'm gonna hope that Stats take one up on JC. But even if they lose this Saturday, I think a loss is a blessing in disguise for them for next week. But Stats have to get it right this Saturday.
Well said, man. Well said. Yeah, Judge. Judge, which one you teach? You teach us here, man?
Yeah, man, over States.
You're bright, you know, man.
True, man, Judge.
Yeah, man, articulated the threat.
When Judge put him thing them together, man, no play, man.
Yeah, man, same thing with Shane, man. What about someday, George, yeah, Shane, you're gonna be like, you know?
But Millie, me ask you a question. You know, say, I mean, you showed you over States since week.
Over stats?
I know, Sammy. Yeah. I mean, they plug in the phone for you, man. I mean, I get up at the box office.
Remember, that man, no. Make a vice, no. As I like I saw the face of the vice, I know me make it up.
Yeah, man. Them in a shout and say, me.
Hey, George style, man. George know say, yo, the people in my fight, me know. George say, no, man, I'm a brother. Come in, man. But yeah, guys, it's true. Me know, say, the big man come cross, so at some point in time, George. Yeah. And me know what happened between me and him now. The friction between me and him. That's how I say no. Me know I get in trouble.
Who that? Which big man is that one?
I make you know. The man in the double line name, man.
Oh, I told them, you know.
Eh?
First name double or last name double?
Last
I
name
was
double.
sitting beside. Okay.
Yeah, man. Big.
Yeah, man. I mean, see him.
Make it time, man. Charge your phone for me, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, man. I mean, see him, man.
All right. Tom. Where think about the matchup there? Starts well, I mean, you got here already, right?
Yeah, you got to me already.
Start Jesse. Oh, Shamar, where think about the matchup now?
I think it's going to be a tough match, but JC can win.
Why have JC if you win it?
Because if Stats lose, it'll give them a energy for go win the Manning Cup. You give them confidence.
But you don't think you can take a psychological hit as well?
Yes.
But if you get a psychological hit, now that over for them, man.
Mm-hmm. You
over for them,
man. A true man.
Over for them. So this point in time, I do think that the coach have a lot of work to do in regards to the psychological aspect of the players. Now, in my perspective. Peter Parker, big up, man. In my perspective, I believe that this is a team that, if any team to beat JC, if anything, it's a big man a come on, man. Shane, before me give my insight, Shane a come on. I know so Shane enters the man a come on, the man have things to say. Big up Shane, wagwan.
Man.
Shane, would
you
on the hot topic, Stats versus JC, and I know say from what they beat the Stats bandwagon hard.
Yeah, well, so certain aspects of the Stats bandwagon. So, but alright, it's not. How should I answer this now? From preseason, I predicted JC to win Manning Cup from preseason. I still think overall they have the better team. And if things go to, I would say, based on the runner play, if things go normal and there's no external forces affecting anything, I think that JC would win on the day. However, I really want Stats to win on the basis of, for a coach being such a model of consistency over the past 5 years and being always there on the business end. KC win a lot of cups over the last 5 years. JC has won a few. And so the only team that is up there in the top 4 consistently that has nothing to show for it is Stats.
That's true.
And I think it's due time for that. So it's not it's just for that reason why I would want them to win, and also because me really no want JC get no one more than pound with them have already.
You have 2 reasons, man. You have a biased reason. You also have a
yeah. So that me say there's a biased reason and there's a sentimental reason. But I almost wish though. I wish that Stats had a deeper team to just use some different defenders. Because, as you know, I'm still upset about what happened the other day. And I saw you post something today on one of me can't get over it. Every time I see the videos, me get mad. And
hey, people me
take it. No, but people think it's just, for me, if it was somebody from GSC or somebody from Stats, wouldn't react the same way. Once it's a Jamaican, and I just think that it wasn't sportsmanlike at all. I may see you post something else.
I'm going to do an Instagram.
You should, man. Me take it really personal now because I think it was not
My Instagram
Yeah.
probably I go upset with it too because I different views.
I saw it.
Me different
I
views,
saw
that's
you
all.
post something and me didn't mad at but you know do something in the MG.
What that?
You see one video. Me I wonder if the one that Richie is send you and the one they circulate. But it's not one. Me tell you from the
Me know it's
day.
on one time,
Go
man.
back.
But the one that was
Me tell you from
more
the
views
day.
one.
Me tell you from the day in the MG. Go back and watch the match.
No, but me
Because
the one that I first hit the injury.
yeah, man, no worry. Go back. You promised you would have done it and you did not do your homework. You just,
My apologies.
yeah,
My
man.
apologies.
Yeah, man. And what you
tell hold
did
me accountable for
was what you did was use one video and put two questions, whether you believe it's mistime or malicious. And that was 10 million times malicious in my opinion. That is not mistime. And guess why? If you watch the match, like I said you should, you would see that that attempt was reoccurring over and over and over. Right? And one player alone, you had 4 yellow cards and 1 red card. And 2 of those yellow cards should have been straight red. Go back and watch it.
All right.
So I almost wish those defenders, those 2 persons that were obviously, I mean, I tell you, it's not propaganda. Watch it.
Our question.
So I almost wish that those 2 wouldn't play and Stats could have just put on 2 other person and win the Manning Cup. But I feel really good.
Oh.
And
but yes, you know my problem with you right now? You are very conflicted in regards to how you feel about the Manning Cup. Because you don't want JC win it. But you also have the bad ill because of how Stats win.
Yeah, yes.
So
because I just didn't think that was sportsmanlike at all. It was someone them win now and I know that because at the end of the day, put it this way, even though KC lose, those 2 goals that Stats scored, the 2 first one, the last one to me was very soft. The 2 first one, 2 beautiful goals.
Brilliant.
You see the first, especially the first one. So it's so brilliant. It remind me of when Shakes did score the long distance goal. You know which one me attack from way out to the keeper. Yeah,
but
it's comparable to
who Shakes the score again?
I don't remember that keeper.
Which team?
I don't remember, but it's a lesser team though.
Yeah, but this man score on a team equivalent.
A juggernaut, yes, but I know, but Shakes on the far still and way up in the pigeon. But the 2 of them for me are top class goal.
So the goal and hit the bar. So the goal and hit the bar like that, man. All right, you ever played FIFA before?
Yeah, man. Me love FIFA. My one game that I love, man.
All right, so me is a FIFA person because you see because me can't score them the goal in a real life. As much as I'm a striker, 2 left foot me have if me kick the ball, you laugh. so what me do when me play FIFA, I then the kind of goal let me go for. I want the ball lick on the bar and boom up. That
man.
Spectacular. It no matter what.
Yeah, man.
So probably that would be my favorite goal for the season. Solely because it lick the bar and boom up.
Well, it's close to the Shakes one to me. Close to the Shakes one. But the reason why I wouldn't get the edge is because of who Satchel score against. So I think that matters. And the stage of the competition.
And
it matters.
True. Big
yeah,
TV,
the stage and who. So I would give Satchel the number 1 based on that. Just based on that. But I want to finish the point.
Oh yeah.
The 2 goals them where them 2 man they score. The keeper not even see it. It's just top class. Right?
You know, say the first one, you never know say score. Can take a ball for choice.
Yeah, him no know. Me just tell one somebody in my house say, no, the keeper and know say the ball go in and
He's
come
supposed
out.
to find out now still. At this point,
yeah. So it's not like me a bad mind Stats in any way. The 2 goal them is so brilliant, and if them end up go through the finals, just on the class of those 2 goals and the class of the forward line for Stats, I want them to win, but I have so much resentment towards the defenders them pan Stats. I mean, bitter resentment because let me tell you,
kill man, and deal whisper away, man.
No, man, but listen, Me want to clear up something.
Well, on 1 second, Shane. Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Say, I say one if see me a unseen a player. A play what? Play what? Football? Or FIFA? Probably a FIFA you tag. I can't football you want to see me a play. You want to see me have with big belly in front of me, man? I can't kick. I me run and jump.
MG not a big belly, yeah, man.
Can't tell me, boss.
Yeah, man. So, here I know. I don't know if you remember when Casey and Georges did play the must say the last time Stadium East. And I came on the program and said, boy, I was disappointed. I was not enjoying that game because of how soft Georges was playing Whisper. And I said that, boy, Whisper,
So
when
you
Whisper
want
get
about
the
bite, man?
yeah, no, but more you listen. No,
Yeah.
listen carefully. Listen carefully. I said every time Whisper get the ball, the defender they're 4 to 8 feet away from him. So it was easy for Whisper to demolish Georges that day. Because entire match me I tell them, say, what kind of tactics this? This don't make no sense. Or the best super football in our team, in our league, and you're not touch him up, make him know say you're dead. So the football to be physical, you have a forward like that, I expect stats to be physical. Rough him up, make him know. But what I'm saying, make it rough up in the context of sports where it's within the realms of legality.
Yeah.
What I am saying, them gone way over the line there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like the man them come the day and say, yo, their brother, yeah, we are mash him down. And not mash him down in a good way. And so I was very disappointed when as we don't want to send the wrong messages as adults. And if anybody and coach and that coaching staff ever say nothing like that to them, man, they will be disappointed. I am praying that is him take it up on him. Well, the two defender them take it up on themselves to do that. And no adult never tell them that.
All right.
Because it was not a good look. We as we were think about Jamaica and development of the youth them. Right? When we see Damian Lope and the national senior team go sometime and make some reckless thing, we'll make up bag and eyes.
True.
Right? I see
Yeah,
exactly.
A short.
Exactly. So I was disappointed when nobody, just because how Una put it, a smaller school beat up a bigger school, that caused Una to put a veil over on her eyes to what happened. And I was very disappointed.
I just think
that we were irresponsible.
You watch the show named Bird Box? A Bird Box in
here? Yeah, man, watch it. Yeah, man.
I made that.
Yeah, man, very much.
I made that.
Yeah, man, but that is not the right thing, man. Remember, you them now, we have to make them know. To get rid of certain things some early.
Alright, me get the point there, man. Alright, so no. Me could move to the next game now. With the on stats and alright, you go and chain. I keep the point there. There's a question I want to ask, but I keep the point in regards to KC. Alright, me just have to say that I'm mutter because I remember I don't want to lose me. Because my brain is sharp like for George and shit.
Manning Cup versus Champions Cup.
No, man, remember that, you know, something I write them. Yes, sir. For me look at notepad there, so. It's true, my brain a bad life phone, so I have to write everything. Alright. Damian, thank you for joining us again. Welcome again to the panel. Stats versus JC, Damian. What are your thoughts on this game, this matchup?
Why? Me go with stats. But I feel say I have enough mental things to go with it because you can look punish the stats I come off for the win against KC with enough. They're highly motivated, right? And then you might not know them, I think they might fully focus on the Dakar stack up, so they might look funny say, yeah, them are go for win, but anyway go tomorrow. It will hurt, but it not go really hurt that much if you get what I mean. But me feel like say how they can edge JC. Reason being, to when I see how them played JC last time, I think them they deserve to win the game then first half. I feel if they go there with the same attitude, they can win, especially that they won't have Satchel now.
Okay.
So I think say it will be an interesting match. It will be back to back, entertaining. But I feel like Stats will win by 1 goal. I just saw me see it.
All right, well said. George.
Yeah, man. I say me go first. I say, boy,
Oh. Tom.
stats.
Oh, me forgot
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Everybody go, man. I'm
Shane
last
and
still
Damien
left to
just
go, man.
joined.
I'm last still left to go, man. Milk. Everybody go.
All right. So yeah. So Tom is the stats again, right? Correct me.
Yeah.
Stats.
Stats.
There's a reason why me I do this. George, you said stats.
Yeah,
Or
man.
JC.
Just for the consistent stats.
No
Guys
star
must smile on them that year, man.
John no star. So people see on the panel now. Tom says stats. Shane says stats. Damien says stats. George says stats. All right. Me I go say JC. Is that me losing confidence in a stats? Initially, me have JC for win the Manning Cup. Now, the reason I said JC, I strongly believe that JC are going to lose one of the games. Them. And for some reason, it feels like JC are going to win the Champions Cup game, but they might lose the Manning Cup. And you know a funny thing about it? I have JC to win the Manning Cup. So maybe, so me have for us go start win this one, yeah? But I don't know. I don't know. But I think JC are going to win it. I think JC are going to win the game tomorrow.
Military, it's just destined for stats in the Manning Cup game. Like,
it come like the stats are going in the Manning Cup. Me don't know.
yeah,
it come like
it's
you
just
ever like
destined for the
sit on
winning
story
Manning Cup
written.
game. Yeah.
All
With
right.
the motivation with them all going that with the fight to them all going at the match they with. JC have
like
put up
JC
one
win
real fight for win the one.
But the sad part is that me already predicted JC are going to win the Manning Cup. So maybe the Manning Cup final prediction, I might still say JC, but me feel like stats are going. But me have to stick with my prediction, people. Me not credible if me just hip all up, jump all over the place. Just as how Mr. CC I go win the Dakar Cup. Unless they drop out, and all things to stop them after they drop out. And guess what? None of my predictions so far in regards to the finals, no wrong. Except
MJ.
Manchester, yeah.
MJ. You say me say stats, so may I correct it. Is who I think will win and who I want to win is two different
who will
things.
win?
So I think JC will win, but who I want to win is stats.
So your brain will go with JC and heart will go with stats.
Yes.
Why you conflicted, no man. Yes, me I tell
no,
man.
I'm not conflicted.
So anytime
but listen, MG.
No man,
even with the KSC, even with the KSC, well, I know even with the KSC match. At 7 years, I go KSC fan. I mean, I know no other, very few other KSC man will follow schoolboy football like me, right? And I think CC will win, but I will always want KSC to win. So the same thing on the other side. I think CC are the better team, but I want KC more win.
Of course. But alright, so you are going now.
Believe a mind game, Shane.
There's one question more to ask. There's one question more to ask. Why do you mean use it?
A mind game.
And a mind game because MG knows from day one, from the program start, I said that CC will win everything.
Yeah, man. CC rough, man. CC rough. All right.
I said before about.
Me always him say it for real, man. And I lie, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Listen to this now, people.
Good.
The question is now, this season, there is a lot of talk about mostly KC. This is the other precedent where the talk not going on. KC, Mona, JC, 10 Georges. These are the 4 schools that were heavily talked about. Heavily talked about. Let me say it again. This is an order. And if you feel like a lie metal, go and check back the media last 1 month or so before quarterfinals. It would have been KC, Mona, JC, then Georges. And maybe Georges even in front of JC. Maybe. These are the schools that everybody talk about. Now, a little man like myself, who from the start of the season, I do the stats game them. And because I got the game them, I turned and said, Hey, me freeze.
No, man.
No, you not freeze.
No.
Me know you not freeze, but MG, every time I say that, me vex now because me always say stats again at the top 4 from season start.
Well, at the mainstream media narrative, me a beat.
Oh, okay.
The mainstream narrative. Me freeze, man.
True,
I fresh got
it did right for you. That I did the mainstream narrative for it.
Yeah, that's the mainstream narrative. All of the Gleaner outlets, them, just like all the big major mainstream. That is the reason why most persons can relate to those teams, because one, first of all, Stats have only had 2 TV games. 2 TV games, people. 2 TV games Stats have. If anybody know that, 2 TV games. If you never know that, you don't know now. The first TV game Stats get was against JC. A JC TV game. They play on TV game. Diego, though.
No, then you get one before that, man.
A Diego.
Yeah, man. They get one before that.
Yes,
Diego.
my apologies. Diego. They get a Diego.
Them Selassie supposed to get one.
No, sir. Me do Selassie game. Selassie and JC get the game there. Think they get on JC on Diego game. They me get Diego. Was it TV game? When Diego beat them 1-0. At 1-0 Diego beat them or Jordan Draw. I don't remember.
Yeah, I did 1-0 at the TV game.
Yes. Diego game, JC game, that are the 1-0 they lose, and the last game of them play what it was KC. So they get 3 game, 3 TV game they get. Diego, JC, KC. So people who only tune into my program would have seen the stats team from Goodman. Me and Shane are reading more stats long time. So that's why I can see Shane to them for a long time. So comes now. So the narrative would have never, so anybody, where other people here say, boy, a long time they must talk about stats, a long time they know about stats, this player and that player on stats. Me I tell the people, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Unless they watch a program where we are talking about stats, because when time the match them play, we discuss them before the game, me publish the game them. So based off of what me say, people will rewatch to see if I say go. So me and Shane can take credit if you beat the stats drum, the combo drum from morning, right Shane? From morning.
Correct.
I beat the stats combo drum. But Shane predicts that stats are making at the semifinals. Me predicts the stats are going finals. Shane probably not get it beaten like how me get. People, me get beaten. Me get beaten left, right, and center. No, Stats and Woolman's game wasn't TV game. Stats and Woolman's game was not TV game. Stats and JC game was TV game. Me no recall Stats and Woolman's game being a TV game.
Yeah, me too.
Eh? Was it a TV game?
You know, say, no. I never TV game. I tell you, say, I've Stats in a long time rate them too, you know. Like, you see for years, I watch Money Cup. That's always one look aside them rate. You know which year last year? Me tell you, so last year I see them. Me did rate them. You know why too? Military up to this day, I can't believe. I say, Omar Leng, the man did just special to military. I see man do some things last year, man. I mean, literally, remember me a reason the bridging now, I say, I can't wait to see man play next season. Military, me I tell you, so any man pass me.
Oh, yes. That's true. It was on. The goal, the one, Omar Leng score. Omar Leng.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Me feel, you know. Yo, me feel the military, me I tell you, because I did look forward to see man play next season. They say to one of them friends, say, that the man they play next season with Omar Reed. Me I tell you, then we can win it.
All right, so this is what I ask now. This is the question I'm generally want to ask. Has the narrative changed towards stats since everyone get the opportunity to see stats, or because stats beat KC, why the narrative changed? George, I'm gonna go to you first. Is the narrative changed because stats beat KC, or it did change before that? And people really have stats to be one of them teams there.
Yeah, I think it's a last minute rush. And as you rightly say, I think you were the one that brought the attention of stats to many. I mean, people have been hearing about them for the last 5 years, like I said earlier on, because they have been very consistent. But I think in the last probably couple of days, people are now saying, hold on, but the stats are come to get trouble, man. And they're saying this now when they have the foot in the final. So, the beat that they gave KC, here's my philosophy. If you beat the champion, you deserve to be the new champion. That's my philosophy. If you beat the defending champion, you should be good enough to beat the champion. So people are using that now maybe as a measuring stick to say, all right, them take down KC, they probably have the quality to go all the way. But like I'm saying, even if they don't have the man-to-man quality as JC, I don't know if football can be so hard to one team for so long that they can't get one over the other the beater. Even slavery abolished at some point. So I think the beat never get over the years. It have to come to an end at some point. So again, I'm going with case stats, and most persons are saying stats now because again, them dethrone Casey. But yeah, Millie, I think you put the highlights and stats and give them their dues, and now people are kind of catch on to the fever that they can probably go all the way.
All right.
So it's recent the narrative change.
Tom, what do you think about that? Recently narrative change or it did it before?
Not for me still. Me did it from a long time because my wife's school still, you see me?
Okay.
So I always have to bring them from time to time, you see me? So I always have hopes that them are going to make it cross the line one at a time, you know? Soon in them times are still. But this year look like one time with them can make it over the line still, you know?
Well said. Damien.
Yeah, mate. Where do you say if a narrative
change after stats beat Casey or Casey or the stats me attack after stats beat Casey or they already have Casey as one of the team them for stats as one of the team them to go forward.
I'll be real with you. Let me tell you when the narrative changed for me. When I see them couple TV match them, the first couple TV match them play, you know why I think say them never did go this far? Because I think say with them losing the player, I feel say mentally it would affect them. So in terms of talent and in terms of their ability, I know say they have it. But in my mind, when the season just start, I say yo, that look like it will have an effect. Like it will be mental upon the team, like you know. But when we start watch couple of TV match them now, I start to myself say yo, the team look serious. And then if you remember me I tell you say Satchwell, just if I see that the youth there, I tell them man, I rate how they play. So from cause it's from boys Diego match, even though they did lose it. From the time they start clicking into them, I'm the well one name before. But I feel say narrative change generally since the KC match, because all people never used to talk to them, talk about them here, talk about them now.
Shane.
Rowan me.
Yeah, man. So here different class and grades of football fan, you know. I have even within the media houses, them you have the journalists them where really know the thing and the one them where just go by what the hype, right? Same with the fans them. So you know MG, where a man where we don't know certain things were going on pre-season. Right? And you know that interested in player retention, how much players a coach retained from last year and everything there. And you know I have the history of the programs to see how consistent as a team or a coach been over the last several years. You would automatically know based on me and you would know automatically. You get to me I say? Cause we are read up about the preseason match or we are watch on YouTube other things now other people are say about the preseason match them. Yeah, read up about player retention and research and them things. They say you gonna know. But some of them journalists and some of these fans, they don't know these things. So them not go be aware. So yes, the narrative I go get bigger because stats now beat KC. So that is like a proof when now journalists when I know nothing about the ball can jump on. And fans when I really know about the ball can jump on. So that make the excitement get bigger. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can tell you that real schoolboy football fans would know that Stats have a high chance of making the semifinals this year, right? And possible finals. Because once you're in the semifinal, you're up there with the 4 team, then you can't make finals. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So yes, I would say the real people did know, but other people were I go by now. The new media people them add excitement to it now, cause them beat KC. The other fans them are gonna get riled up about it too. So the narrative are gonna increase.
Okay. Nicholas, welcome to the program, man. Big up, bro. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. Welcome. Thanks, man. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Just 2 things.
Attack your question, see him right away. Attack your question right away.
Yeah. What I think? Well, for me, I'm kind of biased. I'm a JC old boy.
Turn up a mic a little bit more.
My point turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hear me good now?
Yeah, man. Well, it sounds a little bit blurry.
I don't know.
Go on, continue. No, so you look like you're jumping on gully.
No, you're not hearing me now.
Yeah, man. I hear you now.
I talk as loud and as clear as possible. But yeah, would I go with JC still? I mean, being a JC old boy, I'm kind of a little biased still.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Stats beating KC is a good measuring stick. Fish say they are the favorite in the finals. Honestly, Stats is a team I'm afraid of. From day one, I mean, you mentioned it, and I'm keeping up with your posts and your programs, still, I can say Stats are always a team I'm afraid of. Being a JC old boy, because JC always a problem with Stats.
Mm-hmm.
But with the KC team, when them beat, I think that KC team would that be a good measuring stick to say, yeah, man, them can beat a JC.
Why not?
You understand?
Why not?
The KC team to me, they were just too dependable and whisper to me. You know what I mean? It was just, yeah, man, them too dependable and whisper. Everything was going to whisper. And everybody see. Yeah.
Manchester City. You think Manchester City dependable upon Alan to score?
No, man. If anybody, right now, me can go in a Manchester City side and score 20 goals.
You don't know. So why Jesus? Why Jesus, Mahrez, Foden, and them man not score so much?
Maybe a tactics, but remember 1 year, Raheem Sterling must have almost in goal and boot, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody there around him a pass the ball to you in front of a goal for your score.
Me not think it's as easy as I make it sound still. But me understand what you say. But me not think it's as easy as I make it sound. But me continue me answer.
Yeah. But I'm feeling KC was too dependable and whisper. Everything get the ball in midfield diagonal to whisper. You understand? Most of them attack they go to whisper, and as much as we see the bad tackling and everything, we didn't know that Stats they come out to get whisper off of him game. And it might take some rough tackling. I mean, I agree with that still. But that's how it takes for that to beat the KC side. You understand? Even the goal the KC scored in the first goal, that almost missing. If everybody see a straight and the keeper and kick. Exactly. And I mean, we expect the Nashara gives them and the number 8 and them and they get chances. But they're not clinical as a whisper. You understand? They're going to get chances. They're going to miss 3, 4, 5 before they actually score a goal. And Stats never allow them to get the 3, 4, 5 chances. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Another point I want to say, somebody mentioned, the storyline can't so wicked to Stats. Remember, say aside like KC and JC at 30 years, they wait before we win back in Manning Cup,
Oh, yeah.
You know, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So sometime I just that the storyline at Manning Cup sometimes. It would be a good storyline, as it relates to Omar Leng and thing, and him look a brother come up and thing, you'd have good team score if the winning goal in the final.
Oh my word, it's so written.
Exactly.
But you predict his story already,
But,
man. As a JC fan, you predict his story already, man.
I mean, they expect to meet them at the final. They expect to meet stats at the final. If you can go back in the chat, you've been spamming JCV stats finals.
Yeah.
You understand? But I feel like the team, if you look for man to man, the team with JC have many things stats can overthrow that team.
It's a man to man
be a close game. I mean, for that game there, would I expect a man to man? If you look on the paper, man to man, I think JC.
I can ask you a question. You watch JC versus Stats match, the first one?
I mean, yeah, that's they kill JC in the first couple of minutes and then get clear cut chances. Chances then in football, you know. If you not take your chances, that are the next thing.
I agree. So what?
You
Where you think JC? Question. Where you think JC fix from then time until now? We say boy, them rate them significantly better, and Stats are gonna be remain the same, so they're not gonna take them chance.
I think this is the ball game with JC play, you know, or the system where the word where I use from with it. The system with JC have now.
One different system not play now from one not play against Stats?
No man, that's the same thing, but I expect every
but if I the same system
for the season
and Stats create too much chance, could have simply turn over. Yes, they never have on a shooting boot. You really think say the same system there I go prove to be fruitful this time again after I almost fail?
I mean, yeah. With systems they can tweak it, you know. Stats we probably allow Stats to come at it. You understand? And they get them chances. Maybe now what JC can do now as a era, we're not gonna allow enough come at it, you know. Mona play similarly to, you know, with the pressing, you know. I saw what do with Mona.
No, because Mona too all over the place. We're talking about a organized team who press proper football.
I agree with you, but JC is an organized team as well.
Yeah, but me I say no, remember to then turn over, no. I just say go, no.
But at the end of the day, that result was JC 1 Stats 0.
Agree.
You understand? Football, I gotta get chances, you know. USA kill England today, you know.
I agree.
Same way. So that's I think football, I gotta get the chances and score. JC, I gotta leave. Some laps I gotta go on because JC play out from the back. You understand? And with that side, we have pressure so much that hard to play out sometimes, especially with Stats. And them are going to force turnovers, them are going to force mistakes. And at that Stats now, if they just come put the ball in the back of the net. If they fail to do so, I just know JC are going to probably create the chance of their own. You know, they might take it or not, but that we didn't see in the first game with JC Stats.
All right. So, in regards to quality, as I mentioned, if we can recall, JC had some of their best players on the pitch, right? Well, they have 90%, 98% of the best players on the pitch. Right?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like him can make a tweak with 1 and 2 players to give your best starting level, but maybe away more.
You remember the Stats were without their marquee player, their main man?
I mean, we know that. Sometimes when they play the main man, you know, you might get dumped up, you know. You might never know, you know. Because sometimes look on Euro, Portugal beat France. Who knows? Maybe CR7 did up on the field. France would have probably beat them.
Sure, maybe.
Because
as I just said a while ago, the scoreline
things are go through them.
But as I just said a while ago, scoreline still tell the tale, say, them win same way. But
yeah, Portugal beat them, yeah.
Who did score the goal?
Edir.
Edir, from Wales. Strike from Wales. Yeah. Back to me, as I say. Me totally understand the perspective where I come from in regards to that game. And I 100% believe say, this game should definitely be a very, very good encounter. A really intriguing encounter. Now, the question we're going to move on to now is the Casey versus Clarendon College game. That is the last game of the night. Now, the statement I'm going to bring across is this. Is this Casey's redemption to hold on to something before the season ends? Or it might be too tough of a task for a Casey. Now go with you now first, Shane. No, Shane and the Casey, man. I can't go to you first. I'll be wicked. Damien.
Go with me first, man. Because I have some things to go do. I'm more.
Okay, all right. Shane, run it. Yeah, all right, no problem.
Yeah, so yes, I know Stampy. Stampy want to leave with a cup because Ludlow Bernard was the previous coach. Since about 2017 thereabout, we have always gone home with that trophy. I believe before the Walker Cup became what it was, we win Champions Cup twice, win Manning Cup twice. So we always going home with something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when he get the job now as a new coach, know him going to want to go home with something and I want to go back to a season where we don't have nothing to show for none at all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a season where we have one of the most prolific Manning Cup players of all time. So, we know him want to get something. So I know Stampy will come out and try him best and we're going to try our best. But I just honestly believe that the CC team is a little bit too good.
Mm-hmm.
And the only chance KC really have is if the X Factor player is there and creates a moment of magic and thing. But I really don't want Whisper to play at the end of the day. He's a KC man, and I want to see we go home with the trophy. But in this very moment, I'm thinking Jamaica. And I don't think Dojan Richards is 100.
Mm-hmm.
And because of his potential, or high his potential is, I would not want to risk a gem like that for Champions Cup. I would be looking at potential for Jamaica. I don't want to put him out there half for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then even just a regular hard tackle cause some kind of permanent situation.
Yeah.
So I would rather not play him. I'm being honest because I'm thinking Jamaica and the possibilities based on the immense talent of this youth possess.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Stampy I got all guns blazing. I got try. But I just think CC probably possess a little bit too much quality. That's my take.
All right. Before you're going, let me know before you're going to come on and get a prediction. No.
Yeah, me I cut now, so talk to me
Drop
quick.
your predictions. Give your predictions. I know I left with
For
nothing
that
political.
match, 2-1 CC.
No, sir, that not sound right. We are big against the side, man.
No, listen. When I come on this program, me I always be objective.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I tell you when me come and me talk about this whole tackling thing. It wasn't matter of me trying to create a narrative or spread propaganda. It's what I saw with my own eyes and I felt that way. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen the CC team from pre-season. I see them have beat up some Premier League team. Right? And I see the way them play. And I know that KC lost 19 players from last year. Most of these players on this KC team is very young. So people are blinded to that. But again, I'm a true follower of schoolboy football, so I know all of these things in the background. And I can speak objectively, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really honestly believe the CC team is, from man to man, is as a team, better. So I think CC will win 2-1, but I will be in purple and white, cheering for the opposite.
All right, well said. And Shane, thank you very much for coming on the program again. Really always appreciate your analytical insights on what we do here. Definitely people can tell you, probably Shane a better analyst than me, because you say man say nothing objective. Can tell us if Charlie Mount not finals and Charlie Mount play against Barcelona, we don't know who me I bring. I know who me say I go win. I go scrape on 1-0. I'm not supposed to know that already. Bias gone to bat. But big up again, Shane. Thank you very much.
Respect, man, and good night, everybody.
All right. Bless up. People. Which one we get? KC versus CC. Tom, no you're CC man, no man. This a your discussion now.
Yeah, man. This a match are still, if Dujan Whisper play and thing as a Brother Selico, I don't know if him going to be 100%, but if him 100% or at least 90 and I play, that will be a hard match because KC, you know, I'm going to come out want something for go home back with it. As I make from them not in a Manning Cup no more right now, them are going to try even win a Champions Cup or something.
Mm-hmm.
But Clarendon College side right now, them are going to try retain back this a cup the same way because, you know, no other school never win it twice in a back-to-back, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think say them are go for all I cup them this year, as you know. I think say them can win all cup this year too. So, Clarendon College 3-2.
Clarendon College 3-2. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas.
All right, me I got say something now.
Is
Now hear me?
One answer if a redemption, you know. One if a redemption is the case, you know.
No man, you know say honestly, would I think it'd be a better game. You say if Manning's beat CC man, I mean know say CC and KC play all or nothing, this would be a whole kid piece of match. But being that CC is still in the D Cup, you know, who knows? They might rest a couple players. You know, cause I think them can beat KC easily.
Easily?
Honestly, me expect Dujan Richards. Yeah, I'm gonna say everything I go through Whisper, you know.
Well, Nicholas, which team you support?
Me feel. JC on my side, man.
Oh, JC? Oh, that's SSO.
Yeah, man. Me feel. I'm glad to Shane there for say nothing. But yeah, I don't want to say easily. You know, remember the other day I mentioned say it could have been a 2-love, but I feel like one 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say? But I feel like Dujan Richards, I go play. Being KC, being at the last match, I'm going to see them do a thing even in a champs. You know, remember with Mattis could only walk and then put him out there for the same way. So I feel like either, you know, I'm a check and see. I feel like I put him out the same way, man. You know, whether they need to banjo up or whatever, because
you break man. You break.
I get a 3-2, but I feel like CC have it in the bag, man.
I feel like CC have it in the bag. All right. Tom. Yeah, me just because you just answer. Damien.
Yeah, military.
Yeah. KC versus CC.
This is much you know. Alright. I tell you now, like it's a Shane. We're to analyze the game for you. Can't tell you. I mind game in there. Tomorrow, I'll tell you why. I feel like KC are going to win military.
Feel like KC are going?
They in Japota Manning Cup. KC, everybody knows this. You see, in terms of mentality and fight, you can't give KC that 100% out of a lot of school in Jamaica. KC now go tomorrow and back down. They more give them all because KC want to go with one trophy. So KC don't have nothing to lose tomorrow military. I feel like KC will go all guns blazing right out. Because them need to win something this season. And they more want to win something for Whisper. Fair hard work win. So as much as Clarendon on the best side, you know, the whole island when it comes to schoolboy football, KC will come out tomorrow because them have 1 point to prove and them are going to want to win one trophy. So me I go KC to win. In terms of the scoreline now, that me unsure, but me feel like so KC will either win by 1 goal or it will go at penalties.
All right.
I saw me see it.
I think that is definitely understandable in that aspect.
Yeah.
George.
All right, 2017. Which 2 teams went to the Champions Cup finals? You guys remember? 2017.
CMC, CKC.
No one.
No, I don't remember then. I don't remember.
It was KC and Stets.
KC Stets.
KC beat Stets 3-love in the final. And then Stets had a semi-final the following weekend against Rusty's. And Stets lost the semi-final.
Yes. Yeah. Back to back.
I think this is going to be the flip for KC. Damien said they're gonna go all guns blazing. But here the thing is, I think they're gonna approach the game a little cautious, knowing the power of Clarendon College. And they're gonna approach the game cautious because they don't want to put a wrong foot because they know that it's do or die for them. So I think they're gonna tiptoe in the first 15 to half hours what Clarendon is doing, and then try to maybe go into themselves and play their style of football. But I think they're gonna have a lot on their minds, playing a lot of psychological records to go into the game before they start the game. But I think they'll taste a back-to-back defeat at some important stage of the game, at the competition. Clarendon College is good. I've seen better Clarendon College teams over the years, though, to be honest. I remember 2000 and I think maybe 18, and they had Nicky Daly, maybe Lamar and those guys. And I think they have had better units over the years. But it's not the best Clarendon College team I've seen, but they'll do enough to win the game. And I'm also guessing the game gonna go to penalty shootout. And I dare say it might end nil in full time, even though both of these teams have scored in every game this year so far. But I think it'll end nil and they go to a shootout, nervous shootout. I'm calling Clarendon College for his finals.
Ooh. Interesting thing. So we cover everybody, right? I think we've covered everyone. All right. So for me, I'm the last person to talk on the topic. This one is a tough one because I think Casey is going to come in full 100%. I think Casey is going to come 100%. But the problem is, we have seen a Casey team how they operate when they are playing under pressure and playing against a well-structured, organized team. Now, if you were at the game watching the game, there was a lot of mispasses from KC, a lot of turnovers. They were very flustered, and it really took them a while to get into the game. It took them a long while to get into the game. I think CC is going to win the game. CC are going to pass them out and then close. And they're going to make them tired. They're going to really make them tired. Mona, one of the fittest teams in the Manning Cup, at 60 minutes, 65 minutes, players down on the ground flagging out their foot. Medical staff come and flag out players' foot because they were very stranded. So I do think that Casey will approach this game very cautiously. So it's not this all guns blazing thing. They not come to that. They not come out on that because they will be cautious. And approach the game, keep it as tight as possible and see how they can nick it. But I do think that CC might win it. In the case, a lot of people might look at the Manning's game and say, boy, because of the game, the CC have a chance. But, Sego, apartheid. Now, I'm going to say CC 2, KC 1. And one goal will come from Whisper. Even if he come off a bench. Him a goal will come from. Or even assist. But I believe he will be contributing to that goal that Casey will score. Because he has been doing it entire season. Undoubtedly. I don't think on defense in a schoolboy football can really retain Whisper and make it do nothing. I not say that. Yes, stats nullify him a bit, but him still assist and him still score. So that shows level we have. Whereas him team to perform and him now be best day performance wise. He had a tough day in office and him still give something. But I say go and I see it. Anyways, people, I've been here for over 2 hours. Over 2
Military,
hours.
what you know? When you go on, you probably say it wrong. But I mean, say them all go there and just attack, or just go there. You know? I mean, in terms of whatever them game plan be, and if fight, that me mean. So, I guess me say it wrong. Because I say everybody interpreter. I mean, say them all go there do one game plan and them all make sure so they execute it 100%. I mean, say them all go there do one different type of fight. Them all go there with the KC fight. That me mean. So, I mean, like, you know, just go there and kill this and just attack. Yeah, me say?
Yeah, man. I don't think, even though they want to redeem themselves, I don't think them are going to do that. I don't think them are going to do that. Yes, they want to redeem themselves. I don't think they're going to do that. And CC come from a game where A lot of people are questioning them. So it means them are going to come with the mindset say, them are going to try get themselves at the peak in regards to ball possession, playing the ball around, keeping it ticky, keeping it moving. That might make a game a lot more difficult for KC. All right, so Damon, before we go now, definitely what's your final thought on everything that we've discussed, and what do you think about just everything overall?
Well, I did one good discussion overall, and I really want to see how tomorrow turn out. You know, a crunch time in the season. I want to see how it all really plan out, you know. But that the way you said to me, never really look upon that neither. The way you say I want a very good point. Because CC have the thing about them, you know, they know, like when you question them, you know. I mean, no say, a lot of people are question CC for the last match.
Yeah.
Especially people who don't really know them as much or follow it up. I know them all question them. So, CC could have 5 more matches left for season.
I know people say this, I really say CC them talk about. I know people say that.
Yes, sir?
I know people say if I decide CC what them talk about.
Yeah, me hear that too. So, I know say tomorrow them want to come out and show the people them say, yeah, you know? And a better condition too. Because they not go play no sun at way. I go drain them out.
Cool
condition. Them all can play the game from the first minute go straight to the 90. I think KC I go. You know, I not back down pan with me, so I think KC I go edge them.
Alright.
But, you know, big up everybody who join the program still. I like how they have a support, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, love the military, support, man. You know, you do a good job, you know.
But remember saying that the idea, you know. The job we can do good enough. But if the people them not really turn out and so me I tell you, me appreciate Una come on and participate more than whatever me I do. Because at the end of the day, me cannot, it come like a man who I make some clear thing. No matter how much me make and no matter how pretty them be. If nobody not support, it come like it don't make sense. So as I say, a lot of people say, boy, they love what me I do this and that. Me personally, what me do, a peace side, and the support what me get, a bigger picture. I saw me look on it. Because I want to make it, it's all who watch it, who come on and participate, I want to make it happen.
Yeah.
George, any final thoughts?
Yes, uncle. Football get nice, football get heartbreaking at this time of the year.
True.
Somebody always cry at this time of the year. I mean, if you drop out the first round, I'm not to lose. But when I get to the business and you come so far, I feel like, you know, you should take home some. But there's just so little and no more trophies. 2 teams always contesting a game. Somebody will cry. But yeah, we have some good football coming up. And I'm hoping that on the day, the better team on the day win. Which normally happens anyways, right? So we're not going to work out our names and history. History is what it is, and we're talking about the present and all the football programs are in a little nowhere. It's much closer than back in the days.
Yeah.
So some good football is going to be played over a couple of days. I'm looking forward to it. Again, Damon and myself are echo the same thing. Keep doing the work, bro. What you're doing is a good thing, and people look forward to it. So even if you don't see the panel for full night time, trust me, some people are over the place, international as well. Big up to the man and we come on and give us strength to the discussion.
All right. Tom, bless up for coming on again. You have anything before we cut? Well, you mute. Hold on. All right, you good now?
Yeah, give thanks to have me on your program still, you know. I watch it night and night over months, you know, and thing, and enjoy watching, you know, and thing. But for about a game and thing, Clarendon College and thing, they never play the last match against Manning is good still, but you know, say that's not the best Clarendon College performance. So you know, say tomorrow they're going to come out the right way and perform and make everybody see they say they're my best side in our country.
All right, boss. All right, Balladas, you know, me glad you bring that up. The bigger the game, the better CC play. As me say, the performance of CC have against Dinthill outweigh any performance I've seen of CC. When me say, as a man, I say, boy, I want Dinthill to get something out of that game. When I watch our CC play against Dinthill, we couldn't believe. Couldn't believe what the man them play. The man them play like a prime Barcelona. Couldn't believe. Because that game, the big, a bit of grudge match in that, as well, so a lot of people never know. It was a little bit of grudge in that. And most definitely. But people, cut to a cut now, Vivian. I cut to a cut now, man. People, massive respect. Really, really appreciate you guys who come on 100%. As me say, no matter how much work I put in, if you don't participate, it don't make no sense. So that's why I'm trying my best to say share it as much as possible. So even if you share it to somebody, even if you're not going to be able to participate or come on to the stream, somebody who you know would like the stream would have definitely been enjoying themselves and listen to some good conversation surrounding football, schoolboy football, and football in general. So people, really, really appreciate it. Panelists, definitely appreciate you guys coming on. In the comment section, people, as you guys know, hashtag Big Boys Time. Let me drop my one first. I don't know, so I have to drop it in there. Big Boys Time, because tomorrow, definitely the day. Big up, people. Massive respect. Glad to have you guys here. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports people. See me, I sweat? Boom.